My base is being finished. I know that I have become a tiny bit distracted by the ever-increasing size of the moon, and I may have started a little bit of a cult as a way of procrastinating away from making progress on my base, because who doesn't create cults as a form of procrastination? But with that being said, nobody else has any other good ideas of how we can stop whatever this is. I personally think burning your bed and professing your love to the moon is potentially the best option that we currently have. I stand by my decision wholeheartedly, and I hope other people stand by me as well. I will forever be a mooner, and everyone else should be mooners too. You know what? I'm not just any mooner, I'm a full mooner, and you should be too. I'm getting distracted by moons again, aren't I? My base is so close to being finished. Well, this is looking very sustainable. What on earth is this thing? Why is it here? Am I really getting distracted again? The exterior of my base is so close to being finished. There are just a few more things that I want to do. I want to add another rope bridge over to this side of the mountain, and also, with Scar and Grian's permission, I want to just build a few tiny little houses on this area here to make it seem like the town is actually seeping over. Oh, and a few more custom trees up at the top. I think that will really help to bring this thing actually into the environment, because currently it's kind of plonked on top of the lake. And a tiny bit of overgrowth on our Peace, Love and Plant statue to just merge the two of them together. That sounds like a pretty solid plan of action to me. First things first, custom trees. And that brings me on to something really important that I want to talk to you about, which is my gradual transition throughout Hermitcraft Season 8. And becoming comfortable with the fact that I would now consider myself a building person. Not quite a builder, but I'm a person who does build occasionally. I don't know how to put it, but you know, this Hermitcraft season, I came into it knowing that I really wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I knew that I didn't want to do industrial districts or any big industrial farms this season, because I wanted to try my best to channel that energy into builds and making something really pretty and really beautiful. And it has been so much fun trying it out and experimenting with it. And I have to say, now that the build is nearing completion, I couldn't be prouder. You know, I am so happy with this thing. And even though it's not quite finished just yet, there's something that I want to do. This is a completely stupid and ridiculous idea, but I'm kind of excited for it. Alright, so I just need, I guess, a couple blocks going up like this, and a few blocks going off in this direction. Wow, this might just be the worst thing that I've ever made. Almost definitely the worst thing that I've ever made. But here goes. Activate! Okay, it's working. Despite the fact that it looks like a giant E, that's meant to be a hand. And I'm patting myself on the back. I've put way too much effort into this joke. This is so stupid. I mean, it's not been executed the best ever. That's just an E. All I've done is I've made an E. I'm hitting myself on the back with an E. I just wanted some way to signify that I was proud of myself and I was giving myself a good back patting, and I thought that that would be a good idea. I genuinely thought that this this would be good. Oh, it's embarrassing. I should stick to building. Forget all that redstone stuff. Clearly, that is not for me. I am not cut out for this redstone business. I need to stick to building. I'm actually embarrassed. Grian is online, and hopefully he didn't witness this monstrosity being constructed, because I'm sure he's going to have some questions for me. This is looking super cool, though, with the custom trees and everything. It looks fantastic, and I've just remembered. I forgot something, and then I remembered that I forgot it, but then I forgot to install it again. There's something really, really important that was meant to go here. It's like one of the defining features of the statue, and it actually makes my waterfall make sense. And MLG! Oh. Did I actually... I stopped myself from landing with that dirt block. Alright, I may be good at redstone, and I may be okay at building, but I'm definitely not good at the actual playing of the game. And... water. See? I told you! And... water. There it is. So now our statue is the thing that is providing the water for the waterfall. So this thing is no longer magical because, well, the statue is magical. It used to look like the water was infinitely pouring out of a tiny pool, and that doesn't make any sense. But now that the water is infinitely pouring out of a mystical looking statue, it does make sense. Because the statue looks mystical, so it doesn't have to make sense. Science. That looks great. That looks great. That looks super cool. I'm happy with this thing. All of the base is gradually coming together. Also, in the dark, now that I've lit up just the top of the mountain, how cool is that? Like, we've got the kind of dim light of all of the houses, and then we have this beautiful glow on the top, and then the statue itself is kind of like moodily lit. There's like pools of light and pools of darkness. The cinematographer inside of me is loving life. I never thought I'd be doing cinematography in Minecraft, but here we are. Let's keep working because there's plenty more we need to do. First things first, overgrowth up the statue dude. And I am not 100% certain how I'm going to do this, but I am 100% certain that I'm going to try my best to put a gradient into it. That's right, I'm starting off with the darker oak leaves, and then I'm making my way up to the acacia moon. What are you doing? I love you. You know that I love you. Stop rocking my world. I haven't slept in days for you. All right, and this is how you repay me? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I would do anything to go to bed. All right, but I'm not. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Oh, that looks good! I must be tired because I think I just said the same thing 3 times in just various different tones. My vocabulary is gradually becoming limited. Soon I'm going to be communicating in just grunts. I am lost for words though because this tiny little detail, it's just a couple of bushes added, is adding so much to this build. I really don't think we have to do that many either. I feel like just a few over the top of the shoulder and then it will be done. I really don't want to overcook this. That's not bad. I would say maybe a tiny bit on top of the head. I don't want to go crazy here. Oh, hello night friends. Yep. I would say this is spot on. This is the right level of overgrowth. And even if it wasn't, I would say it was because I want to get inside and avoid those phantoms. Man, that does look so cool though. That looks so cool. Oh, please leave me alone. And just in case the moon is listening, by that I mean please stop showing me so much love because there's only so much love I can give back? I'm not sure that was very convincing. My Oscar award-winning performance aside, there is another building theme that I want to work on. And this time it's not really on my base, it's more on Grian and Scar's base. I kind of want to put just 1 or 2 of these smaller houses on this end of the rope bridge, just to really tie the 2 together. I might also construct a few over here on top of this arch, because I think that will look quite cool as well. Nothing too big, nothing too intrusive, but I think just that tiny detail will really help a lot. Oh good. The moon's coming back up again. I'm assuming that the moon doesn't understand sarcasm, so I think we're safe. And the fact that more night friends have arrived is either a really good sign or a really bad sign. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Proud to be a mooner. Mooners for life. Having waited for the night to pass, our first build should now pretty much be all done. We just need the glow icon. And I think we can all agree that looks absolutely adorable over there. So I would say we need another one probably here-ish. Another one here. And then I would say maybe a bigger one in that gap right there. So then we've got like a small little settlement in this area. Yeah, I think that seems like a good plan. For some reason, this terrain seems a little bit more inhospitable than my terrain over there, which is strange actually, because most of my terrain is like a vertical cliff face. How did I manage to fit so many builds on that vertical cliff face there? Pure talent and gumption, that's how. I still don't know what gumption means. We now have a second little house on the hill, and this one is rather adorable. And for those of you who are very observant, you may notice that it's in a completely different position to any of the positions that I just mentioned. But that's fine. Not being tied to your initial ideas is an important life lesson. When I first made my YouTube channel, I was going to call it Crafted Studios or something along those lines. That would not have gone well. I apologize to anyone whose YouTube channel is called Crafted Studios. It just sounds a little bit too official for someone who has spent most of this Hermitcraft season as a potato. 3 houses have now been constructed. This looks lovely. 1 here and 1 here, let's say. Sadly, however, I have run out of dark prismarine, and there is no dark prismarine available in the prismarine store. Maybe try regular prismarine? That might look okay, potentially, maybe. That actually looks really cool. I think I might prefer that to the dark prismarine, you know? Genuinely, I really like that. So with all of our houses now in place, I think one thing that will just really finish this off is adding in a few more custom trees, maybe a little bit of overgrowth, and then gradually thinning that out so then it transitions into this sort of terrain. But given I've already done a bunch of custom tree related content in today's Hermitcraft episode, I'm going to do a big old time skip and we can dodge ahead. Because to be frankly honest with you, I've run out of ways to describe how builds look and how things are coming together. You know, I need to work on that. I can't just keep saying that things look lovely. How many times can one say lovely in an episode? Please, nobody count. Hang on a minute. Are we in a parallel universe? Because I've just realised something. I'm adding custom trees to Scar's build. Of all the things that I expected to happen, ever. This was not one of those things. Soon Scar's gonna be wiring up my doors. Isn't that how this works? Please tell me that's how this works. I would love to see that. But seriously, forget me turning myself into a potato, then turning myself into a carrot, then turning myself into a pig, or the fact that I'm not killing things, or the fact that I've been hired, then fired as the CEO. This might just be the biggest twist of Hermitcraft Season 8 ever. And this season has a giant moon, so that's saying something. So would you look at that? All of the houses are now done. I even added a few extra houses to bridge the gap. We've got all of the custom trees. Everything has come together beautifully. I mean, it looks so sweet. You know, the pathway going across, it's just, this has really connected up my base to the rest of the bases in the bottom area. It now feels like one big uniform build. How am I getting an earthquake in the sky? Was that turbulence? I just experienced turbulence for the first time. Seriously though, I couldn't be more chuffed. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with how everything has come together here. This Hermitcraft Season 8 base is by far my favourite base I have ever created on Hermitcraft. I'm so happy with how it's all come together. And forget Hermitcraft bases, I think it might be my favourite build I've ever done. I think all the parts have come together so well. I really, really like it. I like it. I've run out of words. My vocabulary is limited, and I don't like patting myself on the back too much, so I'm struggling here. But I'm just really, really happy. I am super, super pleased. Really pleased. And that's all I can say. Why am I... Oh, I don't know why I'm getting all strange. Did that block just move? Or am I crying? I mean, I was going to try and ignore the fact that I had watery eyes while I was talking just then, but I'm fairly certain through my misty eyes I saw a block move. Did anyone see the block move? Maybe Scar has been doing some fancy redstone. He's been making things go up and down. Things are getting weird. I think it's time I go to bed. But because I can't sleep, I can't sleep the night away. So I'm just going to go AFK overnight, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, and hopefully everything's better. Everything was not better. I think the lack of sleep is slightly catching up with me. I look haggard. There's a bed here, and maybe if I stand on it? I mean, just standing on it, that's okay, isn't it? Moon? Where are you, Moon? Thankfully, the moon is under the ground right now, so it can't actually see what I'm doing. So maybe I could just stand on the bed for a little while and hope that I can capture some of the bed's energy, because I'm exhausted. I mean, look at me. I'm normally so well put together, so professional, so handsome looking, and now, oh, I'm a mess. Oh, my shirt's untucked. Everything's all over the place. This is terrible. I've still got a waffle. And my hair isn't much better in the front either. This is the Minecraft equivalent of a bad hair day. I just have one pixel that just won't go down. I've tried the old spit on my hand trick and everything, and it's staying up there. Why do you think I'm wearing this ridiculous hat? It's been covering it up the whole time. Well, at least I now have a bunch of ghast tears that I can use to make tons of end crystals that I can then use to obliterate innocent animals, which will make me feel a little bit better. Peace, love, and plants. Did somebody say peace, love, and plants? Because if you did, then I've got the t-shirt for you. Peace, love, and plants merchandise, among other designs as well, are now available on the Mumbo Jumbo merchandise store. And these designs are only available for a limited time. Once they're gone, they are gone. They are not going to be restocked. So you have to grab them while you can. I'm super, super happy with all of the designs, and I'm also pretty happy with how I just transitioned into that merchandise segment. That was pretty good, wasn't it? I didn't even plan that. I think I need sleep. I think the phantoms are laughing at me. I'm fairly certain the phantoms are laughing at me. This is awful. This is really terrible. But it has given me a fairly ridiculous idea. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fush. Yes! Oh no! My laugh sounds a bit like theirs. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. Oh, these are the only things that laugh at my jokes. Seriously though, things are getting weird on the Hermitcraft server. I have bags under bags under bags under my eyes. The moon is absolutely massive. Phantoms are laughing at me. And I'm building stuff. Everything's wrong. I think I need Grian's thoughts on this situation.
Oh, you don't look so good.
You also don't look so good, dude. This is... Are you a Mooner as well? Have you joined the Mooners?
I joined the Mooners quite a few days ago. I haven't slept in ages.
Yeah, I mean...
You look like you haven't slept in a million years.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't slept in a million years, dude. You look like you haven't slept in a billion years. This is...
Oh man, you're normally so well dressed. Yeah,
your jumper is normally so vibrant and nicely tucked. And
no, why did I do this?
Well, why did you do it? Are you a firm believer? Like, do you love the moon as well? Because I mean, that's great. I'm glad to hear that somebody else holds my beliefs and just absolute pure love for the moon. You know?
Mumbo?
Yeah.
Is the moon big?
Well, yes, Grian. That's like, but that's why we're not sleeping, isn't it? I mean, it is really big. Has it not gotten really, really big? Like
last time we did this, it was a much more manageable size.
Yeah. No, remember when we were like, oh, it's like slightly bigger than the Boaton private jet?
Is it big, Mumbo? I don't know if it's big.
Grian!
Yes, they're laughing for me too.
Are they laughing for you as well? Is this something that now we... What has happened? Grian!
I'm gonna die.
Grian, please don't die on me. I can't kill things. I guess if I'm standing in the Mooner Temple, maybe they won't attack me. Surely they won't attack me.
Where did you go? Get under something.
I'm seeking shelter in the Mooner Temple. They don't seem to attack in here. It's like a...
Oh, really? Oh, if we stand under the moon?
Grian?
They're so annoying. They're so much more annoying than they were.
They are really quite annoying. Have you... did you just look tired? Yeah. I can't remember what did you just look like? I swear you looked tired. You seem to have... Did you always have a mustache? Have you always had a mustache, Grian? I thought mustache was...
Of course I have. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I completely missed that, Phantom. Okay, if I stand under here, I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I did join the Mooners, and I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people keep sleeping anyway, so... Yeah. Us not sleeping isn't helping. We kind of have to stop everyone else sleeping.
Right, so we're going to prevent people from sleeping now. Is that...
Yeah, I've already done that with Scar. Scar's joined,
of course you have.
but
okay, cool.
Yeah, he wants to. He just wants to kill B-dubs. He hasn't joined for the right reasons.
Right, and have you joined for the right reasons?
Yeah. I want to find out what's going on. I want to get rid of the moon. Well, not get rid.
Wait, hang on. That sounds like the complete opposite of the reason why I joined the Mooners. So everyone that's in the Mooners is actually... There's still not really anyone who believes in what I believe in, no?
No, I definitely don't. I don't believe in this whole, like, moon being better thing. It's clearly on a crash collision course, and we need to study it, but if people keep skipping the night... Yeah. Mumbo...
I'm a little bit lost for words. There's a lot of things going on here, Grian. You've become very wide. You've become very wide.
What do you mean? I
don't know.
Look, listen. I've compensated sleeping with eating, okay?
I mean, we've all been there, and that's fine. But you're also lying down. I mean...
I don't know what you're talking about, Mumbo. Maybe we should sleep.
No, I think, Grian, actually, we should not sleep for even longer. I feel like the problem is we haven't not slept for long enough. I think that could be the issue. I think if we keep going, then we should be good.
I didn't know it was possible to hate phantoms more than I already did.
This is so... I'm struggling so much right now. I'm down to my 4th golden carrot. I'm on my way out, dude. Alright, I can't punch these things. I mean, look, I'm a strong believer in the Mooners, and I love peace, love, and plants, but imagine deciding not to sleep when you also can't kill things, Grian. Imagine deciding to do that. Imagine! I guess you could say things have gone sideways. In Grian's case, very sideways. It's not just me who thought he looked weird then. I mean, I swear he briefly had a mustache. Does he always have a mustache? Honestly, I can't remember. Honestly, I don't even know anymore. Anyway, all things moon aside, you may notice that I'm currently inside of my storage system. Now, this is not somewhere that I have been very much recently. You see, not only am I now building custom trees and doing building things, but I'm becoming a bit of a builder in the way that I store my items, in that I keep collecting large quantities of resources and then just blowing them all on a build. With that being said, the little storage system inside of Teresa is overflowing massively. I have got shulker boxes everywhere. All of my chests are overflowing. Nothing is sorted. It's a nightmare. So I really would like to start using this thing and actually get myself some form of organized storage. But before I do, I have to get the roof on this thing, because... You know, I've been meaning to put the roof on this thing for absolutely ages. And you might remember I had this really cool idea of having like a night sky with galaxies and planets, and I was going to take out all the lights, and then there was going to be little sparkling lights and things up there. But recently I've decided I don't think I should really do that. You know, I just feel like it could be a better fit for somebody else's base. You know, for example, gems. So instead of that night sky effect, I think I'm going to go for more of an overgrown temple vibe. So it's going to go really up high, it's going to go really tall, and then we're going to have leaves and plants dangling down, almost like an upside down hanging garden. Wait, no, so it's an upside down garden, but also a hanging garden. It's not an upside down hanging garden because then it would be going upwards. I'm confusing myself. It's going to look cool, alright? And most importantly, that detail is actually going to finish off my base because the details are done, all of the actual build itself is done, everything is all finished on the outside. It's just the internal storage system that is the final piece of the puzzle. And that is going to be my project for the next Hermitcraft episode because, to be frankly honest with you, I can't deal with these laughing phantoms anymore. I'm honestly going to set myself on fire. Why are you doing this to me, Moon? What have I ever done to hurt you?